If you're going to run out and you're going to choose a precision AR type rifle, one of the first things you need to do that's most important is finding an ammunition type for your rifle that it shoots accurately, or let's say the most accurately. For this rifle, this is the PSA Sabre, the 20-inch billet model with a 1 in 8 twist, 223 Wylde barrel. We did do a full review on this rifle to cover all the features on it. We won't be doing that today. However, we are going to be doing accuracy testing on this 20-inch model Sabre rifle from PSA. We're going to see how accurate this rifle really is. I have 4 different ammunition types as well as standard ball ammunition. We have Winchester Match 223 69 grain match ammunition. We have Frontier. This is going to be a 68 grain boat tail hollow point match ammunition. Hornady Match ammunition. This is 223 73 grain ELD match. And then Sig Sauer Marksman. This is an OTM match ammunition again at 77 grains. Obviously there's tons of different ammo types out there for 223, 5.56. These are some that we found readily available at local stores, so that's why I went with these. I understand that there's Federal Gold Medal Match, which oftentimes shoots really well in ARs, however, not readily available. Black Hills ammunition, not readily available for us. These ones right here, off the shelf, was able to run down a couple local stores and find them easily. So that's what we're gonna test on this today. We're gonna shoot basically 3-shot groups with each and every single one of these ammos. We'll see how it groups at 100 yards and then be able to show you guys how accurate or inaccurate this rifle might be. I personally don't know at this point. I do know that, let's say at 50 yards, when we initially zeroed the rifle, I used this boat tail hollow point, or let's say regular ball ammunition here, and it shot very accurately. Now, granted, it's 50 yards. I don't see any reason why when we run out to 100, it won't still shoot that accurately. But again, this rifle will be receiving its final zero at 100 yards. And ultimately, when it receives its final zero, it's going to be chosen with one of these 4 ammunition types to actually see which one's more accurate. Now that we've went over the different types of ammo we're going to be shooting out on the range, let's head out there and see how it shoots. You're going to carry one of these and you need self-defense carry insurance. Check out Right to Bear, use the code HFS10, or check out the link in the description below. On the range now with our different ammunition types, the first up that we're going to shoot is Winchester Match 223 69 grain ammunition. And we're at 100 yards now. I think I have it zeroed, so we'll shoot our first group here. After this one, I'm going to shoot the Hornady Match, and we'll just go down the line. We'll allow cooling times in between each one. I'm going to shoot just 3-shot groups. One, it's going to help us with time, and it's also going to help us with not getting the barrel too hot and not taking as long to complete this. We'll utilize that ambi bolt release. Okay, 3-shot group from our Winchester Match. Check that first group through my spotting scope. It looks like it's printing about 2-inch group there with this Winchester Match, the 223 grain, 69 grain. So we're gonna load up here with our Hornady Match. This is a 73 grain ELD match polymer tip bullet. If you guys are familiar with the Hornady Match ammunition, it's kind of like the gold standard when it comes to guns and accuracy. And usually if it shoots it accurately, it's usually, you know, gonna do it. Most guns, if they don't shoot this stuff accurately, people like to joke and say the gun's just not accurate. But let's test it out here. Okay, 3 shots. So we got 2 shots that are about a half, and then there's one way flyer out there, but see how guys, with both the groups that I've shot out of this now, I've got 2 rounds that are somewhat close and then a flyer. One time, I could say that it's me pulling the trigger, but for myself anymore, when I jerk a shot or whatever it might be, I could call it before I shoot the shot. And at this point, I'm just not feeling that that's what's occurring and causing that flyer. The Hornady did shoot better than the Match, but we're still not seeing sub MOA out of either one of these two. So we'll let the barrel cool down now at this point. Take a little break here. We'll break out then our next two types of ammo, and we'll see how it shoots with those. Next up for the Sabre is going to be Frontier ammunition. This stuff's manufactured by Hornady. This is going to be a 68 grain boat tail hollow point match ammunition. So let's shoot it through here, see how it does. So that one so far, the Hornady Frontier ammunition so far has shot the best. Is it still really great? No, it's maybe an MOA, maybe. It's probably stretching it a bit. So now let's shoot the Sig Marksman, the 77 grain OTM match ammunition. Well, we'll run down there and show you guys the target itself. Before we do that, I am going to throw one last 3-shot group dead center with standard 55 grain ball ammunition, see if it shoots a little better. However, I'll be honest, I'm not overly impressed with the accuracy thus far, especially for a 20-inch gun that I'm thinking precision-wise. It's really just not shooting as well as I think it should. Okay.
You can talk right there standing at the spotting scope if you want.
Well, there's absolutely no doubt that match ammunition shoots way better than your, standard XM193 ball ammunition. We're seeing like 3 MOA, I'd say right now, out of the XM193. Let's run down there though so you guys can actually see the target, what I'm looking at through the spotting scope. Right now I'm seeing, about 1.5 MOA pretty consistently on that target grid. I feel good and solid today. I'm not really noticing any flyers or any, errors in my shooting mechanics. Of course, you have shooter error and that stuff does generally happen, but generally speaking for myself, I have a very hard time not being able to squeeze every bit of accuracy out of, let's say, all the guns I shoot, in particular rifles and bolt guns. And you guys, if you want to, you can go back and see some of the other videos we've done with bolt guns and things like that. And generally, bolt gun wise, if I'm not getting half MOA out of very accurate guns in general, it's really unlikely. But let's run down there and take a look at those targets. Very first group right here, this is going to be the Winchester match ammunition. That was your 69 grain stuff. Like I said, it's about an inch and a half inch group, okay, on there. This is your Hornady match ammunition on that one. Again, about an inch and a half, maybe 2 for counting that one. It could be somewhat of a flyer. However, really still not overall very good. Down here, this is going to be the Frontier ammunition. This was a 68 grain boat to hollow point match ammunition as well. Again, another, let's say, 1.5 inch group per se. not breaking out the tape measure, but you guys can see well enough. And then right here, this is the Sig Marksman. This is 77 grain OTM match ammunition as well. So again, another, you know, let's say 3-shot group that is okay. This rifle is dubbed as a premium rifle from PSA. I can't say right now that this rifle shoots more accurately than the LWRC I have, or my Geisley rifle that I have, or even my Troy that I had before that. And I've had BCM. Really, honestly, you name a premium AR brand, Barrett I had. This rifle doesn't shoot better than those. I'd like it to shoot better. We're talking about a 20-inch gun that's kind of like set up like a precision rig. The 1 in 10 scope from Primary Arms is working out really well. Very crisp reticle and everything like that shooting. I don't notice any issues. 10 power is more than enough to shoot 1-inch groups at 100 yards. It's, you know, I'm getting good clear sight picture, all that type of stuff. I just don't, at this moment, this particular rifle, this sample size we have of one that we purchased on our own, I can't sit here and tell you guys that out of those 4 ammo types that we've shot, it's shooting overly impressive. It's shooting combat accuracy, no doubt about that. I mean, if that's what you're looking for, the rifle's doing it. This right here, though, this is your combat ammunition, XM193, 2.5, 3-inch group probably, you know, maybe even 4. And, you know, so it's not shooting really overly well. We're at 100 yards. You know, if I can find more ammunition out there, I will continue to try it. If it's something that I feel like needs an update video, we'll complete that for you guys. But otherwise, take a look at the target, take a look at the video. Any questions, just ask, reach out to us. Be happy to answer questions in the comment. But until next time, follow along with Hunt, Fish, Shoot.